can see, we're in a different area, different location unlocked. I will be doing my unpopular opinions in the tub because why not? I think that's pretty cool. Literally just drinking on a latte. Um, what y'all doing? To be honest, this video came to me while I was baking. Yes, we're gonna be at the bottom of the screen. I'm sure you don't care. Right. My biggest op is quite literally having ideas and not executing them, or not having any ideas at all whatsoever. Because a lot of the content that I watch, or that I have seen, or that I watched growing up, these days they film, ooh, let's go spend all this money. They're like, spend a day with me, but it's like, how much can I spend in a day? And I'm like, well, I mean, I can't really recreate this type of content because I'm not spending money like that every day. I'll be knowing what to post. But girl, then I get off the internet. You gotta detox sometimes. But I definitely don't hate social media. I love the internet. I grew up on the internet. I am who I am thanks to the internet and all the interesting corners. Get it? I didn't even do that, y'all. That I have been a part of, slash seen, slash observed. I will say I didn't really get bullied much on social media when I was coming up of age because I was not posting anything. I was a consumer. To be honest, I'm not gonna lie. I think me being on social media so young is what makes me think this, but you do indeed have to have a strong head. You have to have at least some sense of who you are to be on social media regularly, especially how people are on social media these days. Because yes, if you don't know yourself, you will fall victim to all every single type of propaganda that you can think of out there. The BBLs and Birkins, the Manosphere, right wing content, Nick Fuentes, Officer Tatum, and you have to have some type of critical thinking skills. I actually don't think that children age 15 and younger should have phones or have social media at the very least. Like, I'm iffy on even YouTube in that aspect. You feel me? Speaking of YouTube, I really think it's very disrespectful. People, Christians specifically, this is the example, I'm not harping on y'all. Disrespectful when somebody takes cultural appropriation. I'm black and you're probably black and we understand this concept, I think. I don't like when people take other people's cultural practices, acts, whatever it is, and they take it and they rename it into something else to fit their something else. Por ejemplo, my very first yoga teacher online, and she's a fellow black lady, and she's a Christian also, and she's been a Christian. This is nothing new, and you know what? I don't care because she's a cool person from what I see. First of all, I was looking for one of the videos that I usually do, like I follow along with on YouTube, and I couldn't find it, so I did pick another one that I've done before. But then I saw on Instagram that Christ called her to not not practice yoga, but I guess gentrify it. So she does Christian yoga now, and she doesn't have any of her old videos on her YouTube page. Taking something and literally removing the origin story, the reason it was created, removing the things that are the most meaningful in the practice to the practice. For example, the names that you chant, and saying that it is used for something that is not what it's used for in that culture. She said that it was made to increase endurance and flexibility and all things like that. That's what she said it was. And I don't know if she can say that, if she has to say that because she's Christian, or what. I would like to preface this before I say it. We are very pro-black over here. I love who I am, and I wouldn't want to be anything else. With that being said, a lot of times in these pro-black spaces, we tend to over-police the decisions that black folks, specifically black women, like to do with their bodies. Okay, for example, me, I have a pixie cut, and it's relaxed. That's how I can achieve the look that I want to go for. Okay, so a lot of the times if I post about it, or if I say something to some people about it, they're like, oh, it's relaxed. And okay, I get it, but like, you don't have to beat a dead horse. I understand if it's like skin bleaching out of self-hatred, but I'm not bleaching skin. You catch my drift? Like, we have to remember, yes, we want everybody of our race to love each other, but we also have autonomy, and it's not always gonna be, make sure people love themselves, especially black folks, but like, they're also their own person, and people can do an array of things for an array of reasons. So on that topic, I am also of the opinion that off the internet and real life, face to face, IRL, black men don't really fuck with the natty way, with the natural hair. It is so true when you see these um social project, social experiment. What type of person with this type of hair would get this type of reaction from this type of people? It's very prevalent. Me, a black woman that has had natural and what I got going on now, lived experience, very prevalent off the internet. And I think it's like that with a lot of things, with like women that are weird or like hard women. A lot of people don't like a lot of things off the internet. And I think that comes with having the type of culture that we have on the internet, plus B, holier than thou type of morality type of thing. Like, you feel this way about this? Oh, really? Knowing damn well it's only on the internet that they're gonna say something like that, along with racists and women haters and right. Moy is a biological man fighting his sexuality, and I wish he would just unleash it and let it be, whether it's gay, straight, or bisexual. He is harassing the entire internet, and I know you can scroll past, but you cannot look away. Today he's on live saying he's gonna be the next some lady. He's gonna be the next somebody in a wig as a woman, and we also love everybody else over here, so I'm not putting nobody down on that aspect, but like it's every other day. Like like 2 weeks ago, he was like, "This is wrong." Jehovah's Witness or something like that told me that this is wrong, and that he's gonna be back to Sincere or Toriano. I don't know his name because he has so many. Amaka, Sincere, Amoy, and today he was on live dressed as a lady. I really wish he would get into drag. I think he would love drag because he loves performing on the internet with music playing, no comments. But I think he should get into drag, because I think that would be just a great outlet for him, or like some therapy, or literally you don't even need therapy, just sit with yourself and like examine and hashtag notice. We also don't like Sunshine Busy. I also think, well, for one, I'm a little bit iffy on this one actually. I don't know if I would say that girls or men and women can be friends. People can be friends with somebody of the opposite sex, because I've had two most recent experiences of me having a friend that is a guy and then him later coming out saying I want to fuck. You feel me? Like, it gets to a point, and depending on the type of person you are, you might take this as compliments and still want to be around them because they think this. But it gets to a point like, okay, now you're overly objectifying me, and now I can't look at you no other way. And especially when you don't fuck with it, like you don't like your gang. But I also think everybody's not the same person, and the world is so big. Probably men and women can probably be friends, but like people closer in my age range, I don't think they can, to be honest. And speaking of friends, I'm not sure. Well, I understand why. I disagree that you should not trust no friends, because what if, like I said, the world is so big, there's an array of people everywhere and different archetypes, people everywhere. But what if it's a girl that's been done wrong by a couple people most recently that they thought they were supposed to be close with, and she gave them the benefit of the doubt, like always, but they always give the doubt in return. And what if she's just tired now, and like what if she doesn't care if it happens? Like, she's not like, I'm not friends with girls, but she's like, I just don't know too many right now. You feel me? What if it's that type of girl? It's so many archetypes all over the world. In general, what I would say is, and this is an actual archetype because I've met one and dealt with one. What you need to worry about, the type of woman that you need to worry about, is the one that has a bunch of friends and has fought everybody that she was friends with at one point. That really brings in the question of a woman's credibility. We're about to be friends with a lady, or you meet a lady and she's telling you about these stories, or even if it's in a relationship, you meet the opposite sex that you're attracted to, and they're telling you about these mishaps in their relationships, romantic and platonic, and you're questioning it. What is making you question it? And I'm not talking about internet morality. I'm talking about like the first thought. Like, for example, this lady, that white lady that was talking about her roommate that she's been subleasing from for like a month at that point, talking about her on the balcony of the apartment that they share. She's 30 something, starting GoFundMe so she can stay in New York after moving from somewhere else to be a full-time artist, and she's making stones out of clay. When I was looking at this information on this girl, she same year had been kicked out, evicted. She was subletting from 5 other people, 5 other people before this. That was either the 5th or the 6th that she decided to post all these videos about. That right there, when she literally put on the screen, I forgot to mention prior I've been evicted or I've been kicked out, removed from 5 other places in the past year, same year, 12 months. That for me was something that made me question her credibility. A woman's credibility, because it's been different for women and men. For men, it stayed the same kind of, and for women it's changed. Like from, do you go to church? You have kids? Are you married? Can you be tolerated? Type of thing. To now, I don't even know what I would say it is now, which begs the question. That's just something to think about. I don't even know. I just went off on a tangent. And as I was just saying all that, I thought in my head, some of these conversations are so tired, bro. These conversations about who's paying for what, even hair texture conversations, because they've been going on for this long and they still don't get it. They're either willfully ignorant, or they can't understand. They don't care to understand, which is fine. Okay, everybody, like I said, everybody's not gonna get in line. Rest in peace, Nolan Wells. Most recently, right? Justice for Carmelo Anthony. We have much bigger issues, and we're on the internet talking about BBLs, and I don't even know. I am also of the opinion that every passion, quote unquote passion, everything that you discover, that like creative wise, everything does not need to be incomeified. I can't think of the word right now, but everything does not need to be capitalized. For one, some things you can just leave to yourself, and I'm learning that, you feel me? And two, some things that you may have picked up younger or like years prior in your development, whatever, or when you were anxious and uncomfortable in your life, you pick them up to make money. Mostly is usually is the problem, but this can be habits too. You pick them up to make money, we're gonna say, and like later on you're stable, maybe not even from that, and you realize that wasn't really a passion, I was just broke and financially insecure, because we're using money right now. A lot of passions aren't passions. You just things that you picked up because you were fighting for your life, you feel me? With hair, I still like doing hair, I still do it for some money on the side, but like I don't really want to go to cosmetology school as my first thought these days. I've changed a lot as a person since I've had that thought. Granted, I was young, I'm still young. This still applies. Passions are not passions sometimes. They're born out of insecurity. You should never date porn addicts, especially if they're open about it. I would indeed argue that caffeine consumption in preteens is just as bad as smoking and vaping in adults. I will not elaborate further. When people excuse their bad behavior with "that's just how I am," or even if other people do it, because I've had this happen to me, "that's just how I am, that's just how she is, that's just how he is," it's invalid, and it's actually very sad and weak, because you're an adult. I'm talking about adults. It is your job to fix your trauma. Babe, we feel sorry for you. We hate that you went through that. We want you to be happy and comfortable, but it's like, I don't feel sorry for you at this point. You're 40 years old. You're 35. It's invalid, and it's actually straight up disrespectful. Speaking of disrespect, I think you should also correct anybody anytime they call your name anything other than what it is. Always correct the pronunciation on your name, because you are your name. And moreover, on "that's just the way I am" type of attitude, it is your job to, work through your trauma as an adult. It is your job, a capable adult. It is your job to fix all that, or at least mask it enough to where it's not terrorizing other people. However, you are not entitled to comfort. Unfortunately, that's just how this world works. Okay, you have to fight for seconds of comfortability. Some people, I think violence is also the answer sometimes, because sometimes people's bad behavior has been ignored for so long, they just need some sense knocked into them. Words don't affect them because that's all they've heard. That is the only action that has been taken with these people from day one, and that's why they still behave the way they do. Violence is the answer sometimes. It is. On top of that, if it's somebody just antagonizing, mostly on the internet, because a lot of times those type of people don't say shit to them type of people in real life. And if they come across them, it's no bad words. Do you feel me? Sometimes violence is the answer if they're in your face doing it, because who the fuck are you talking to? You got big balls to say this to me face to face, but you're on the internet. Ignore them. I see so many videos on my For You page on Instagram, on the internet period, like headlines racist blah 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 said something about blah blah blah, lost their job, blah blah blah. Which yes, we want racists to be scared to be racist at the very least if they're not going to fix their brain. I see so many of these type of videos on my For You page online, in my face, on my phone. Every time it's gotten to a point I scroll past, I'm like, I'm annoyed. I don't want to see this. It's not going to irritate me today. I scroll, like, ignore them. All their life they have gotten attention off of this. It has not been starved out of their system. So ignore them. They're looking for attention online, okay? If they're in comments, ignore. But I know people want something to be mad about. And you know what? Another unpopular opinion. A lot of people in these spaces, different types of spaces, I'm not talking about nothing specifically, they don't want people to learn, two, or B, regurgitate because it makes sense, won't dig any deeper, and be completely on that side, like not questioning anything but the video that popped up. And they don't really care about the issues. They don't care about the issues. They just want something to be mad about. Another social person we do not fuck with over here. We don't fuck with Dre Baby. I just saw a clip the other day talking about what he wants to do to black women. Now, like I said, we're not transphobic. I love everybody, but why, and this is also on a Moy, and I don't know if these people are what trans people would consider real trans people, because I'm not in that space. I'm trying to be real careful with my words. Is it always the type of people that Dre Baby portrays talking down on black women? Like, dang, okay. You know what? Actually, now I'm outside of the community, so don't cancel me. But this is me speaking very, very, what's the word? I'm speaking very softly. Is it because a lot of the times trauma, see, maybe I shouldn't say that, my voice cracked. You know what? I'm just gonna give an example with Amoy because it makes more sense. I don't know too much about Dre Baby. But Amoy talks down on black women, hella, very much overly talks down on black women. There's multiple clips with him in multiple different costumes saying this. The feminine presenting men that prefer male pronouns, why is it always him talking down on black women? One would probably say it's because they were hurt by, now this is what Amoy, they were hurt by this type of person, and so now they're repeating it. There is definitely a psychological explanation behind that. I'm trying to be careful with my words. This water is cold. I also hold the opinion that ASMR is not weird. The tapping and the mouth sounds, I understand some people don't like mouth sounds, but that's not the only aspect of ASMR. I would like to add the controversy about the hot girl walks. I don't know if y'all saw that. It was white people drama, but basically some creator was saying hot girl walks, talking about something, and another creator claimed to create the phrase hot girl walk. But last time I remember, first time anybody heard anything about hot girl anything was Megan Thee Stallion, and that right there is proof of gentrification. Not liking black cats is racist, indubitably indeed. Everything that we proclaim evil in this country has to do with black or dark. Black magic, dark energy, dark money. I think gatekeeping is the result of being miserable and insecure, or wanting to be so different. We have a uniqueness crisis to where everybody is copying everybody, trying to be different, taking after other content creators, because that's the type of world we live in. People are consuming content from other people that believe they are making content that is unique, but there's 1,000 other people that are also replicating that. I'm not saying anything is wrong with that, but you don't have to be so outwardly, obviously, purposefully unique. I also kind of think dressing your kids up as like IMV, y'all know what IMVU is. IMVU characters, or like clothes that people older would wear, it's kind of odd, kind of predatory, and while I don't think it does the most harm right there in that moment, there is definitely a type of chemical balance or imbalance in the parent who is dressing them that way's brain, if that makes any sense at all. What happened to strawberry shortcake on a t-shirt? I'm sure I saw the controversy with Carisha and her Spin That song, Miss Diddy Defender, Diddy Enabler. And while we might not love her in everything that she does, I think what some people are saying about the music brainwashing people can be true to an extent, okay? This is not just the fault of the writer of the song or whoever released it or the music label. Control what your kids are listening to, and please raise your kids to have a strong mind and a strong sense of morals. I've never in my life listened to an NBA YoungBoy song and wanted to kill, murder people, or join a gang, or whatever else the hell he be talking about in his songs. That's a whole nother thing on parenting that I don't want to speak about because I don't have any kids. I think there's also a conversation that needs to be had around weight in the Black community specifically. The opinion, unpopular opinion, is Black folks glorify obesity. And this, saying it out loud, it might be a popular opinion than I think. However, amongst maybe millennials, it's really not. And I'm not fat shaming nobody. I don't care what you weigh, but I see a lot of cases where Black women are on the thicker side. They're not seen as obese or fat or overweight because of how the weight falls, and it's pretty, most of the time it's pretty complimentary to a Black lady's figure. Let's not lie. It doesn't beat the fact that obesity, excess fat, is unhealthy, and it can lead, we all know this, yada yada yada. However, in the Black community, it is seen as desired or pleased, and you can also see that in Black men and bigger white chicks. However, when a Black lady, we're gonna keep it on women because I'm a woman, loses weight, announces that they're gonna lose weight, attempts to lose weight, or like I said, actually loses the weight, it's always, are you on something? It's usually negative comment. I'm sure that goes way back, but I think that is a conversation that needs to be opened. Not fat shaming. We already have a I hate fat Black women trope. I'm wildin'.